Okay guys, what's going on? Another video here. I'm here to show you guys some new knowledge to help you guys become better traders or just learn and understand trading and understand how to apply it to yourself and make some money. So to teach you guys about price action and what that means, it's about answering two questions. Why does price go up? Why does price go down? And it's important to understand that you need to ask yourself, what is the cause of price going down? What is the cause of price going up? What's causing the price to go down? Now, understand this first and foremost. As a disclaimer, I am not a professional. I have not finished or passed my series licensing yet, and so this is not financial advice. And everything I say is purely for entertainment and or educational purposes. Please do not sue me. Okay. So I'm here to explain to you what I know and what is true for me and that helps me earn money. Now, just to go over some basics about the market, just look at this chart right now. The market literally moves in waves. Big waves, small waves, little waves, tiny waves, massive waves. It doesn't matter. It moves in waves. And these waves are something you have to know how to surf on. Once you know how to surf on these waves, you can make profit at any point in time, any time of the day. Okay. Now, see, times like this, I'm not trying to trade that. Okay, let me not get off topic. Okay, so why does price go down? Why does price go up? Price goes down because no one wants to buy at a higher price. At the current price, I should say current price, not necessarily high price, but no one wants to buy at the current high price. Not because a bunch of sellers stepped in. Like, you could put 1 million sellers in, people will just buy it still. That just means more, that just gives people an opportunity to buy more for cheaper, realistically. But that's the point, is that no one's buying at a high price. And so if you say, like, hey, I'm going to sell 1,000 pieces of gold, someone's like, I'll buy it. And someone else is going to obviously auction and say, well, I'll buy it for cheaper. And then let's say, oh, I don't want to buy at that price. And you're trying to sell 1,000 pieces. Well, if I don't want to buy at that high price, then you're going to have to sell it to me at a low price. And I'll buy it at the low price. And so if I put a market order for 100, 100 contracts or 100 units of gold, like this guy did, like, why do you think why do you think price went up here? Price went up. Yeah, no one's selling low, but it's because someone's willing to buy for high. And if someone's willing to buy higher, that means I'm willing to sell at that price. You think this price went up because of people buying? Technically, yes, but it's more so because someone's selling. People want to sell up here. Because people are willing to sell up here, the price goes up. Because people are always going to be buying, okay? But the reason, until it gets to a price that's too high. But it's a constant auction that is moving nonstop. It fluctuates nonstop. So this price is going up because someone sold up here, not because people kept buying. This was an immediate jump because someone was selling a ton. See this right here? This was a sell-off. This massive, and I mean, Jesus, look at the price right now. Why do you think it's dropping? It's because nobody's buying up here. It literally only went up here because some numbskull, no offense to the person who got filled here, but some numbskull got sold to all the way up here. But why does this happen? I don't know. It could be because someone put in like 100,000 sell orders and it caused the price to push up because I sold off a bunch. It caused the price just to go up temporarily, while if I put 100 sell orders, like market sell orders, and then someone buys them up because they already have buy orders, and then because it's at this price, no one wanted to buy up here. Nobody wanted to buy up here. It was plainly obvious from a while back. And so, when no one wants to buy, the price goes down. And why did no one want to buy up here? It's because someone already did. It's a little bit of a joke statement, but like, someone already bought up here. And they bought up here for a lot. This was a ton of buy orders getting filled. Does that make sense? A ton, one person probably, or, got to ended up buying a bunch, or someone sold off a bunch. Someone sold a bunch of stock here, and so price went up. And as price levels out for a second, it then realized that nobody wanted to buy up here. Nobody does. Because nobody wants to buy, not really. The only people buying are the ones who are, I don't even know. It's a good question. Why the fuck would you even buy up here? Because I wouldn't. But anyway, that's how price action works. So when the chart or the graph is acting and behaving a certain way, you can read it as I did. This artificial pump up, that to me is an immediate sign that someone just sold. So when you see a bunch of green, it's not because a bunch of people are buying to push the price up. I mean, yes, it's true, but more specifically, the price is moving up because someone wants to sell higher. So let me do this. Wants to, oh God, guys, I can't write. Willing to sell and buy for higher. But knowing when price goes down is really important. No one is buying at the high price. Okay. And when you see action like this, someone already did. Someone just bought a whole bunch at a high price. So of course the price is going to fall. So that's how I read graphs. When I see like big pumps up like this, sometimes it causes momentum. This is momentum. I'm sorry, like all of this is momentum. This might just fucking collapse all the way down. But we'll worry about that later. The momentum might still be up. People might still want to buy. The price went up. People who missed out on this massive pump just want to get a piece of the pie. Okay, so the momentum of certain buyers and sellers will kind of alleviate that. But remember, the price goes up because of the sellers. So if I could write a third thing that's a little bit more concise, I don't think I can. I don't know how to do this. Oh, good. Zoom out. There we go. Number 3. Oh shit, I already forgot what I said. Why does price go down? Price goes down because of buyers. Buyers. You know what I mean? Price is going down because buyers are stronger than sellers, technically. Truthfully. Okay? The price goes up because of sellers. Do you think if you're a buyer, you want the price to go up? I mean, yes, but you're only buying so the price can go up so that you can sell. You know what I mean? Like, you're a buyer so you can be a seller. And then you're a seller to be a buyer. And that inverse relationship is why the price is also an inverse relationship to who you are. If you're a buyer, you buying will make the price go down. Okay? If I put in 5 buy orders, the price would go down because I just bought at a high-ass price. No one else is going to want to buy at 5 when I just bought at 5. Think about this tangibly, okay? If I bought all of the stock of a specific product, like, I don't know, pencils, if I just bought a bunch of pencils at a specific price, who else is going to be like, oh yeah, let me also buy pencils at the same price? They want to buy lower, because what that means is, assuming you guys are using the same ratio of profit, right? Let's think about like typical profit margins on a company, like 10%, right? Just a basic one. You want to get like 10% profit on any product you sell, okay? Well, if that's everyone's goal, if I can buy 10% lower than you did, then I can also sell for 10% lower than you did, which means I will get profit faster, because in a real tangible market, who sells first wins. Who sells first cheapest wins, technically. Who buys first, well, it doesn't really matter when you buy. You can buy first or last, but whoever buys cheaper wins. Whoever sells first, technically, also wins. But the point is, you, as a buyer, make the price go down. You, as a seller, make the price go up. That's why this price right here went up. It's because someone was selling a fuck ton. Price will never go up if no one sells. If nobody is selling at the high price, price goes down. And so let me rewrite this, or not rewrite it, but let me expand. Number 4. No one, can get no one can get filled to sell. That's how you translate that. So no one buying at a high price means that you're not getting filled to sell at that high price. Because remember, it's an auction. To sell, someone has to buy. To buy, someone has to sell. And it's because buyers cause the price to go down. Sellers cause the price to go up. Okay? And it's the inverse for this one. No one selling low is no one, no one can get filled to buy at a low price. I don't know why I made a box first. That was stupid. No one can get filled to buy. Oops. Okay. No one can get filled to buy. Okay, I'm kind of like color coding this here, right? Square, square, circle, 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 circle. This should have been, I guess, a square. Oh well. Okay. So let's put this into like a wrapped concept, right? So sellers cause the price to go up. Buyers cause the price to go down. And that's because when the price goes up, it's reflective of the fact that no one is getting filled on their buy orders, and that's because no one's willing to sell to them at these low prices. Price will only go down as far as people agree on a price. It's all about mutual, temporary, right? There's another thing. Temporary agreement. I'm like, why does my letters look so bad? Okay. Mutual temporary agreement. Whenever people can agree on a price, right? That's like a very simple way to put it. Let's put some stars around this guy, right? Okay. Mutual temporary agreement. The price goes up because no one is willing to sell at this low price. No one's willing to sell down here. They're just not. But people are still trying to buy. Obviously, people are trying to buy, and they're being sold up here. People don't want to sell down here. They want to sell up here. And boom. Now nobody's selling, or rather, people are buying down here. That's how price goes. Remember, it's all about, the truth is, the market's all about a wave. It's a constant wave that you have to surf, right? We have waves of up and down and up and down and up and down. You gotta know how to surf. You gotta know what going down means. You got to know what going up really means. It means, well, one, people are agreeing on the price going up. But why are people agreeing on this massive price increase? It's because, truthfully, what's happening is because someone's willing to sell and buy for higher. But it will continue to go up because no one's selling at the current low price. And no one can get filled to buy at the low price. I should probably also connotate that to here. Okay. So anyway, guys, I hope this makes sense. I want to wrap this video up. It's kind of a complicated topic, but it's these concepts that are like almost counterintuitive to thought that allow me to trade and win often. Now, mind you, I so totally knew this was going to go short. Okay. Like I totally fucking knew. But I knew a little bit early. I knew at 110 that this was definitely going down. Now, if I actually did go short at 110, honestly, wouldn't have had any issue. It didn't really go that much higher. It went 2 points higher, and it's gone 3 points lower. And it's honestly probably going to keep going down until... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Yeah, it's going to go down for a while, man. I mean, just on these 5-minute candles, this is pretty good. I was just a bit preemptive. I thought it was going to go down here, and truthfully it did. But it wasn't done consolidating. Okay, this was a big movement, consolidated, now we're pushing all the way back down. A lot of sell orders. A lot of sell orders means it's going to get filled with a buy, or it's not going to get filled. That guy was trying to sell 16 orders. If it doesn't get filled, it'll push the price up. And it's always about that. Is this price getting filled at? That's what you watch out for. Is the price getting filled for people's orders? Are all those buy orders getting filled? If not, then it's going to push the price up. Okay? And so like you can microcosm kind of read the trading. Is like, are prices being filled at the low price? In which way are they being filled? Are the buys being filled? Are the sells being filled? If people keep buying at lower and lower, people are always willing to buy at lower prices. And that's why it drops so hard, so fast, so often. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And so now buyers might step in here in this last minute. I'm even going to take a trade. I'm going to go long here. I'm going to honestly probably lose this trade a little bit. But I want to put my money where my mouth is. And I'm going to actually, this is going to be a losing trade at first. But I'm going to go long on the 205. I'm going to go long. But I'm going to go long here because buyers might step in. I'll take the risk. It's going to keep going down for a while probably. But at some point, probably like right here, people are going to maybe start stepping back in to buy. And more specifically, the amount of sellers is so high that it's going to force push the price up. You know, there's so many sellers, but people are just as eager to buy. People are eager to buy and fill in all the sell orders. But let's see what happens. People have to fill in the sell orders for the price to go up. The price will go down if no one's willing to buy at the current price. But as long as people are willing to buy at the current price, then the price will go up. Okay, so let's watch this trade out for a little bit, guys. I'll try to leave this trade in for, well, I don't know how long it's going to have to be in it for, but I want to say for 2 minutes. And you know, you don't always want to marry a position for longer than necessary. You only want to be in a position for as long as it makes sense to be in. In fact, I may even be willing to marry this trade up until here. You know, everything has an end. I think people see if these buy orders right here don't get filled by sell orders, it's going to push the price up. Does that make sense? But if it does get filled, it'll launch the price down. It's about orders not being filled. Oh yeah, see, yeah. It looks like people were willing to fill that price in. 206. I might have been a little bit early in my buying. I expected it to go back up a little, just once for a second. Really, the smarter thing to do is to go with the trend. If it's going down, wait for it to go up, and then short. And so, like, I expected to go here, and then once it comes up to here, I'll short. That's probably the smarter thing to do. You know what I mean? You typically want to follow the trend, but you have to know when the trend stops and has a pullback. I think this trend will have a pullback to this point, and probably like right here more realistically. I think this will go up until here and then continue back down. Why that point? Well, I kind of say it's this point, but I'm just being safer than before. This was the first low point. I think it'll push up to here and then it'll continue back down the trend. Okay, so that's how you want to read the markets. When are buy and sell orders being filled or not being filled? And that's what we act upon. This trade would earn me about $240 if it fills. If it fills. We have about, let's see, about 2 minutes on this 5-minute candle. Let's look at the 5-minute chart and understand the microcosm. Yeah, I said this is a safe bet. I should close the trade a little bit sooner, truthfully, but let's just hold out for 30 more seconds and see if we can get this filled. 20 seconds. Are we lucky? It might be a little bit of a stretch here, guys. I'm trying to be safe, but obviously this is some pretty heavy sell, and I'm obviously betting against the market right now, but I'm honestly kind of confident. It's always about the wave. Is the wave being fulfilled? Oh man, guys, I'm willing to double down on this and go long twice. I'm willing to. Let me see. We're actually losing out on some of our momentum here. Let's do it, guys. Let's double down. Let's bid a little bit. I do think it's going to push up. Okay, I got filled for my buy order. I'm now 2 contracts in long. That might have been it. It might actually continue back down. It had its little pullback. It's a very small pullback, and it might continue down here. I might be out of it. Yeah, I think I'm out of it, guys. I was right for a little bit, but let's just wait and see. There's 11 orders here. If it gets filled, it's going to rocket down. If it doesn't get filled, remember, it's all about the orders getting filled and not getting filled, that you can see the behavior of the market. Are people filling the orders? We just had a massive spike, and it got filled, guys. Remember, the price is going down here. It looks like the price is going down. Remember, why is the price going down? It's because people are willing to sell down here. Someone's willing to buy down here. No one's selling. I'm sorry, no one's buying up here. But let's see. We have a chance. People are buying and selling. Let's see if it pushes up. Yeah, always stay aware of the auction. We're hitting at 210 here. I think this is, no, I'm definitely out, I think. The end of the 5-minute. This is not a good 5-minute candle to end on. Let's just wait. I'm okay to take a little loss. I just like to see what's going to happen. It could still very well push up on this next 5-minute, but again, it's not super likely. I'll take a little loss, no sweat. And let's be smart. Let's put our stop loss right here. A little tight, but that's okay. Let's put our stop loss right here. It's tight, but I'm okay with that. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Let's put this right here. It's more accurate. We're in 2 contracts. Remember, this is just pullback. This is probably not a reversal. This is just pullback from a downtrend. Or it could be very well a reversal. See, now look at what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to sell up here. But look at that. Look at that. It just completely reversed. It's not, I tried to sell up here, but no one's trying to buy up here. And that's the problem. Remember, the price stops going up and goes down whenever people aren't willing to buy at the high prices. Let's see what happens here, guys. I was looking good for a second. It literally almost hit my take profit. It was 2 ticks away. This is, I think, 18 ticks in total. Or 21 ticks. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. I like to be able to do these trades for you guys. I don't usually like to trade live on camera just because I'll lose focus and I don't know what the fuck I'm even saying, and I'm not even gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna upload it, bro. But I like to be raw, uncut, keep it real with you guys so you understand what I see and what I understand. Okay, we just got filled on one order. Let's see if it pushes up a little bit higher. If it doesn't touch this, I'll just close it. We touched it. This might actually push like super high, low key, but we got filled. I want you guys to see that. Let me go back to the 1 minute. Look at that, guys. Just a couple, like, 490 bucks, give or take. 470 bucks. Sorry, I can't do math. It's pretty good, right? I entered in long down here, despite it going down. An amateur would have shorted down here. He would have been like, oh my god, look how far it's going down. Let's short. And then it pushes up, and they're like, what the fuck? And they lose a bunch of money because they get scared. It'll come back down. Like, probably on this candle right here, it'll probably collapse or some crazy shit. But I'm not going to bet on that. Make sure everything's closed out. Okay? It's always about reading price action, guys. Why is the price going down? And then once you know why the price goes up and down, you can manipulate that manipulate that behavior for your purposes. Okay? You say, okay, look, 4 orders, does it get filled? No, it pushes the price up. 2 orders, does it get filled? In other words, is someone buying what someone is selling? Is someone selling what someone is buying? Does that make sense? You always be watching your DOM, your order flow and your price action. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. It went on a lot longer than I expected, but I hope this information was helpful for you, and I hope you enjoyed watching me trade. Guys, seriously, this is a great thing to be a part of. I'm going to be, doing this for the rest of my life. I can always make money at any point in time, and so can you. You don't have to be broke, You can make life-changing money in a single month. This is 5 days. Oops. This is 5 days, guys. 5 days. I say this month, but it's the 10th, but it's only been 5 days that I've traded on this account. Okay? You can make this kind of money too. You can make more than me, honestly, because I'm super conservative. I really am. I only did 2 contracts here, but, Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped. Be sure to leave some comments for me. Give me some advice or suggestions. I'll definitely look into doing that. Okay? All right. Peace out.